Hey, good morning, scholars and staff. It is now time for morning announcements. It's 7:28, and it is Monday, September 26th in the Eagles Nest. So good to see all of you this morning as you joined us this morning on time, which is awesome. So making sure we're starting our week off well and looking forward to seeing everybody in action today. Is this going to be a great day in the Eagles Nest? Just a couple of announcements reminders before we get started with our announcements this morning. We want to make sure that we're doing the following, right? That our cell phones are put up in our book bags, either before or after announcements, whenever your teacher asks you to do so, but make sure that those aren't becoming a distraction, right? Been doing very well with that this year, so continue to limit that distraction, even at recess time as well. That's why we say put those up in your book bag so those are not with you. And also, scholars, you probably saw this on your way in if you came in as a walker or a car rider this morning, but fall pictures are going to be taking place in the second week, in October the 7th. So you will receive today a fall picture form in your Monday take-home folder. So if you don't mind taking that home, and if you would like fall pictures, getting that signed and returned when you are supposed to do that. So that will be going home with you today. And then also, of course, hey, show kindness daily, right? You want to be the best teammate you can be to other scholars each day. We're going to finish our text this week called The Hard Hat for Kids. I know we took a small break from it as we started Hispanic Heritage Month, though we're going to finish that text tomorrow and Wednesday. And in that, we talk about, of course, being the best teammate that you can be. So we're going to outline and lay out the ways that you can be a great teammate each and every day in the Eagles Nest. And one of those ways is to show kindness. So I'm looking forward to finishing that with you this week on announcements. But this is what it's all about right here, right? The Fairview Five. So we want to make sure that we not only know these, but we are following these each and every day. This is across the building, whether I'm in pre-K, whether I'm in fifth grade, whether I'm in art, science, it doesn't matter where I'm at in the building. I am following our Fairview Five. This is what bonds us together and makes us elite scholars in the Eagles Nest. So number one, we're actively listening to the speaker. Number two, we're keeping our hands and feet to ourselves. Number three, cleaning up our area. Number four, we're being kind to others with our words and our actions. And number five, we are doing our best daily. So making sure that you are doing your best daily is what we are looking for in the Eagles Nest. So I hope you enjoyed the Class Dojo store last week, because we have another one coming up in about 3 weeks, but I have a goal for you. So the first one, of course, hey, we're just getting used to it and all that kind of stuff. Well, this time now there's a goal, and there's a point total that you have to be able to enter into the dojo store. So each time we have a dojo store, it gets better and better and better each time with the amount of things that you can purchase. But the goal also gets a little bit harder and harder and harder. And here's why. Because we're not going to lower the expectation level. We're going to continue to raise it. And so with that, this coming dojo store, you have to have 100 points. So all of your points reset last week. And I looked this morning, some of you are already at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points already, which is fantastic. You were well on your way. So you have to have 100 points to enter into the dojo store. For example, let's say you have 99 points next Class Dojo store. Well, that's a really good job. You did really well, but it's not 100. So you have to have 100 or more to enter into the dojo store. So making sure that you know for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're doing everything you can to earn as many points. Don't get any taken away. You want to earn those points. So what are ways that you can earn those points? Easily by showing up every single day. Because to win the game, right, to play the game, you got to win the game, right? To win the game, you got to play the game. So to be here is going to allow you to win points. So being here every single day, also following the Fairview Five, you want to make sure that you're doing that inside your classroom at all times. When you're in the hallway transitioning, I see a lot of teachers with their cell phones giving you dojo points as you are walking down the hallway. So making sure that you're earning those quick and easy points at all times. In the Eagles Nest, you should get to 100 without any problem whatsoever if you continue to follow the directions and what you're supposed to do each and every day. So looking forward to our next dojo store. I'll give you the date of that very, very soon, but just know that you need to go ahead and start earning those points. So we've been celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Last week, we had Miss Self's kindergarten class represented all of kindergarten and came on and talked about Roberto Clemente, which was awesome. And so we know that this month that we are celebrating the histories and cultures and contributions of American citizens from different that have ancestors from different areas across the world, right? So we've shown you this map before, but it's got Argentina, Chile, it's got South America, the continent. You've got Mexico, you got Guatemala, you got so many different places. Well, today we're going to talk about somebody that is Puerto Rican and moved from Puerto Rico at an early age. So today I want to show you this person. Name is Rita Moreno. So Rita Moreno is actually, she's a famous actress, but one of the coolest things is, and it's called an EGOT, right? But she's the first Latina to win the EGOT. So that means that she won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award. Basically means she's super talented, right? So some of that is movies, some of that has to deal with TV shows. So she has been in a lot of different performances, whether it be theatrical, whether it be on screen as a movie, or whether it be on television. But she moved to New York City with her family at age 5. And so when I was reading a little bit more about her, she was asked at age 5, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? She said, I want to be a movie star, right? That's what she said, and she ended up doing it. Her breakthrough movie role, if you've ever heard of it, West Side Story, right? West Side Story, which they're actually actually just remade that last year as well. But she opened the door for many Puerto Rican actresses, and really kind of paved the way for TV and for theatrical performances. And she's actually on TV as well. She's on a soap opera called One Day at a Time, recently was on that. So today we highlight Rita Moreno. And I just want to pause really quick and tell you, last week we talked about somebody, Vicente, who was who we called in the movie El Rey, right? Who was in the movie, it was inspired by El Rey. Well, on Netflix this weekend, if you're keeping score at home, El Rey has been released and it's #2 on Netflix. So we were just talking about that guy. And when I saw it on Netflix, I said, come on, man, he's in the top 10 of most streamed things in there, somebody's clapping. I like that. On Netflix. So we're going to try to get him to #1. He's got to beat out Cobra Kai, though. All right. So here's our vocabulary for this week. So we've had 2 words already, and you're going to be able to earn some class dojo points in the hallway when I stop you and say, hey, what's our vocabulary word this week and what does it mean, right? And so you can do that each and every week in the Eagle's Nest. This is our 3rd vocabulary word, so we're learning words left and right here in the Eagle's Nest. And today we're going to learn about the word decrease, which is great because last week we learned about the word increase, right? So decrease, D-E-C-R-E-A-S-E. So if something decreases, we make or become smaller or fewer in size. Once again, decrease means to make or become smaller or fewer in size. So tomorrow we'll show a picture of that, and then we'll have some sentences that go along with that later on in the week as well, which I'm looking forward to. And tomorrow on announcements, once again, we'll be finishing up our story, The Hard Hat for Kids, which is going to be awesome so we can learn a little bit more about how to be the best teammates that we can be. So, hey, here's my challenge to you this week, scholars, right? Good is good, great is great, but elite is elite. So what are you doing that makes you elite this week in the Eagle's Nest, right? Being up in the front office is not elite, right? So you want to make sure you're doing everything you can, focusing in class, because that's where you're going to win every single day, having that awesome teacher and staff member in front of you, getting you where you need to get to. So I'm looking for elite scholars this week in the Eagle's Nest, and I hope that that's you. We're also looking to crown Scholars of the Week this week as well on Friday. And I've got 2 belts to give out this morning as we close out morning announcements. I've got a hallway belt that's going out this morning, and I've got a specialist belt that's going out this morning, which I'm excited about. So who are they going to go to today here on a Monday in the Eagle's Nest to get it started? Well, let me start with our specials champion first and foremost today. Our specials champion is going back to kindergarten, and it's going to this class right behind me. It's going to Miss McLean's class. Congratulations. You are, yeah, she's excited. I knew she would be. I love that. All right, so our hallway champion is going upstairs to the other side of the hallway. It's going to 5th grade. How about Miss Morrison? Congratulations. You guys are the hallway champions for this week. Man, I'm excited about that. All right, it's going to be a great week in the Eagles Nest. You got to make it a great week by being elite. So make sure you're doing everything you can to do that. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action. Hey, you can start earning dojo points starting right now because your day is getting started. 7:38, it's time to get after it. Have a fantastic Monday.